I only wish that we had met the people at Inspire earlier, because it's really been a huge, huge help.
For several years, we've been interested in buying an apartment in Barcelona, and we have sort of casually looked at things and considered it, and then a year or so ago, we became more serious about it, and we were having so many problems getting people to respond using the different online listing services. Was great for locating places that you were interested in, but to actually make any progress in communication and when we were here for shorter periods of time, it was difficult to visit things. So when we learned about Inspire, we thought, okay, that's going to work for us. That's great. They have these relationships. They can speak with the different brokerage firms or different, the sellers, and they can also handle the technical administrative things that we, as non-Spanish or Catalan speaking people, absolutely needed to have that help.
You're asking about the difference between buying properties in the United States, which we know well, versus buying properties in Spain. We have properties in France and have for nearly 30 years now, and we discovered that between France and Spain, the difference is great. They have basic similar system, but along with Catalan and Spanish, and then English, we discovered that not only is it different, the agencies tend to represent really just the sellers. You really need an advocate. And as my partner Bill Watts was saying, we found that dealing with agencies, we really didn't get any traction. We didn't even learn about the need for an NIE number until much later, as we had been looking for years at properties and never really was able to get attention from anyone. But once we contacted Inspire, all that changed, because we suddenly had direction. We knew where we had to go. We knew what we needed to do. They have language skills. Suddenly it went from dark to light. And by that time, we had already zeroed in on a property that we were ready to pull the trigger on and make an offer. And we did have some hiccups in the beginning because of the laws regarding squatters' rights and break-ins. But what we discovered was that even if we had bought any other apartment, we still would have had to do mitigation to protect ourselves. And now, with the legal aid, the alarm systems, and all the protections that they put in place, along with power of attorney, we felt confident. We not only made a second offer on the property that we initially wanted, but we also made a lower property offer, and we got it, which paid for a lot of that. And the euro, of course, is very weak against the dollar, so it was a really good time for us to do this. In retrospect, I only wish that we had met the people at Inspire earlier, because it's really been a huge, huge help. And so we're happily in our new apartment. So that's pretty much the story.